Member for North Coast.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I'm proud to rise today and talk about the importance of the agriculture sector to British Columbians. I want to thank the member opposite for his remarks. He is no doubt a strong advocate for the agriculture industry. I see that displayed in his time here in the House. Saying that, I think our current minister, our new Minister of Agriculture, is also a phenomenal advocate, and I couldn't feel any better knowing that she is in the role that she is, because no one has advocated for agriculture like she has in the last 4 years. And I feel quite good knowing she is in the place that she is in. I attended a fisheries conference on Friday with the Minister of Agriculture, and I heard from fishermen who said things to me like, we haven't seen a Minister of Agriculture from the province here in decades. And we have multiple MLAs that are participating in the commercial fishing sector, which is an important part of the agriculture sector. And I'd like to spend some time talking about this during my allocated time, because I think it's often overlooked. We gravitate towards land-based agriculture when we think about this portfolio. And as a coastal resident and a coastal MLA, I think it's important that we talk about the importance of the fisheries to our province. I will just touch on some of the broad commitments that we made in this budget just recently around agriculture generally. The budget is over $93 million, and that's an increase of $8 million to help BC agriculture and seafood businesses grow. The support for agriculture is going to increase in the next 3 years to over $97 million by 2021, which is an increased investment of $29 million over the next 3 years. This budget investment is helping BC farming families, seafood and food processors across our province, and will support growing the market for BC products around the world and here at home. The funding will help them succeed, generating good, well-paying jobs, economic activity, and revenue in communities along our coast and in our province. This year's budget will support each of the items in the Minister's Agriculture Mandate Letter, including the Enhanced Buy BC program, Grow BC with incentives for new farmers, Feed BC, serving more BC foods in government institutions, steps in developing a food innovation centre, and a revitalized ALR. I think those are phenomenal commitments, Honourable Speaker, and demonstrates this government's commitment to supporting agriculture communities in the agriculture sector. I'd also want to just touch on a little bit about the wildfire season. The wildfires and flooding this year devastated many areas of our province, displacing tens of thousands of people. We saw producers, the land, their cattle on the front line of an unprecedented disaster. We announced, in partnership with the federal government, a $20 million agriculture recovery program to help address the needs of farmers and ranchers impacted by this summer's devastating wildfires. We also have appointed George Abbott and Chief Maureen Chapman to lead an external review, an after-action review of the wildfire season. And I suspect that there will be new recommendations on how we can better support our agriculture communities when it comes to wildfires. Touching back on the fisheries part of the Ministry of Agriculture, I just wanted to talk about something that's really important to coastal BC. I represent this huge area of the north coast of Prince Rupert, all the way down to the central coast through the Bella Coola Valley, which has great agriculture, down to Bella Bella, onto Owakino or Wekino, and including Haida Gwaii. And commercial fishing or fishing and shellfish aquaculture and aquaculture is a huge part of the economy for my constituents. But we're lagging behind compared to our Alaskan neighbors to the north and to the maritime provinces to the east when it comes to actually generating or capturing the actual landed value or the financial benefits of having a robust fishing industry. I've been looking at reports recently. One in particular has really struck a chord with me. I wish we could have props here because I would hold up this graph, but I can't. And it basically says we're catching less fish in the province, in the maritime provinces, but we're getting more value. We're catching less fish in Alaska, but we're getting more value. In BC, we're catching less and making less.
Thank you.